Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Vivek. Today we will discuss on tuples in Python. In our last video we have learned about list, right? So if you have not gone through it yet, you can check out the video. I have attached the link in the description box below. Today in this session we will learn about another complex data type, which is tuple. So now what is tuple? Tuple is a collection of arbitrary objects like list. Both are sequential, index-based data structure. Now you must be thinking, what is the main difference between list and tuple, right? So the main difference between tuple and list are, tuples are immutable. That means we cannot change the tuple elements, but lists are mutable and we can change it. Tuple uses parenthesis and list uses square bracket once we create a tuple. So let's create an empty tuple first, and we can declare a variable a. We can initialize with a parenthesis. If we execute this command, an empty tuple is created. A tuple can also be created without using parenthesis as well. This is known as tuple packing. To create a tuple without parenthesis, we can declare a variable like myTuple, and we can initialize the variable as 3, 4.6, string variable hello. If I execute the command and print this variable myTuple, so we can see a tuple is created without parenthesis. Now let's try to understand different ways to create tuple. We can create a tuple with different type of elements. For example, if I update this empty tuple and inside this I want to create a nested tuple. If I execute this command and print the variable a, we can see we have created a nested tuple. We can also create a tuple with just one element. We have to initialize, create a variable t, and we can initialize with value 1. So the main difference is we have to put a comma after the element to create a single element. If we execute this command and print the variable t, we can see it is of type tuple. If we will not put this comma after the end of the element, it will treat this variable as an integer. Now this way we understood how we can create different types of tuple. Now let's move to our next topic, which is how can we access an element in a tuple. So tuple is an index data structure similar to list. So we can access the element of a tuple using square bracket with index position. So if you want to access the element of a tuple a, we can execute this command like we executed in list, and we can pass the index position of the element in square bracket. If we can see, we have accessed the first element of the tuple. We can also use negative index as well to access the elements of the tuple from the end of the tuple. To access the last element of the tuple a, we can just pass the negative index and execute the command. So at the last index we have a tuple with element 4 and 5, and that is printed. So this way we can access any elements of a tuple either from the beginning or from the end of the tuple. Now let's move to our next topic, which is how to update or modify a tuple. So we cannot modify the elements of a tuple once it is initialized because tuples are immutable. If we want to modify the elements of the tuple a at index position 0 with some value and execute this command, it is throwing an error saying tuple object does not support item assignment. We cannot update the tuple, but we can create a new tuple applying by adding two tuples. Let's try to understand this with an example. So let's create a tuple C and initialize it with value maybe 5, 6 and 7. Now we will add this tuple A and C. So to add this, we can simply execute an arithmetic addition operation and we can print this variable D. If we execute this command, we can see these tuples A and C are added and it is assigned to this new variable D. So this way we can modify an existing tuple. Basically we can say we can concatenate two different tuples. A point to remember here is we cannot use append or insert function in tuple as tuples are immutable. If we'll try to apply an append function, on this tuple, it will throw an error. So if I want to use an append an element 1, it will throw an error. Tuple object does not attribute append. Now let's move to our next topic on how can we delete an element from a tuple. So we cannot delete any element of tuple, but we can delete whole tuple with elements using del keyword. To do that, let's create a tuple first with variable x, and if I print this variable x, we can see this tuple is created. Now if I use this del keyword on this tuple x, now if we execute this command, this tuple is deleted. To verify that, we can use the print command and print this variable x. So we can see name x is not defined. A point to remember here is we cannot use remove or pop function with tuple like we were doing earlier in the list. So if I want to apply a pop function on tuple A, and execute the command, it is throwing an error, tuple object does not attribute pop. So this way we can perform the deletion operation on the tuple as well. Now if you want to search any element in the tuple, we can do that using membership operator. So let's create another tuple, again x, and assign a variable. Now if I want to check the value of the element 3, if 3 is present in this tuple x or not, we can use a membership operator and execute this command 3 in x, the result is true. So this way we can search any element inside a tuple as well. We can access the range of element as well in a tuple using slicing. To do that, colon is used to slice any tuple. Let's try to understand that with some example. So consider a tuple A with value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's assume we want to access the range of element from 0 to index 3, and if we execute the command, we can see the first 3 element is accessed from the tuple. We can use negative index as well to get the elements of the tuple from the end of the tuple. So if I want to use the negative index like this way and execute the command, we can get the elements from the tuple. The beginning of this index is left empty, so it will start from 0 and end with -2. So we have taken the first 3 elements of the tuple. Now let's try to understand the use of basic functions on tuple. We can use the count function to count the number of elements, those are equal to the input parameter. So if I want to count the number of elements 3 inside the tuple A, we can execute the command and we can see the count of the elements inside this tuple is 1. Let's create another tuple B, and this time we'll create some duplicates value as well. Okay, if I want to check the count on this tuple, maybe of element again 3, and execute the command, we can see the count of this element is 2. Now if you want to get the index of any element in a tuple, we can use index function, and to do that, if we execute the command on tuple B and apply a function index of element 3, we can see the index of this element 3 is 2. Now if you want to get the length of any tuple, we can do that using the length function. So to do that, we can use the length function and parse the tuple. If we execute the command, we can see the length of this tuple is 8. Similarly, we can use other built-in function in Python to get the maximum minimum sum of the tuples as well. So to get the maximum element of a tuple, we can use the max function. If you execute this command max of B, the element is 5. Similarly, if you want to get the minimum of this tuple B, we can pass this tuple B inside the function mean, and we can get the minimum of this tuple. Similarly, if you want to get the sum of all the elements in the tuple, we can use the sum function and pass this tuple B, we can get the sum of all the elements in the tuple. So this way we can use different built-in function as well on the tuple to get all the required values. So what is the advantage of tuple over list? Tuples are used as a key of dictionary because of the immutable nature, whereas the same thing with the list is not possible, and that's why tuple is faster than list. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe my channel.